Hey guys. Okay, I know that intro was kind of cringe, forgive me. I'm still trying to figure out how to be able to start off these breakdown videos that I do. That was a little test run, so forgive me for that. Safe to say, I'm probably never gonna do that again. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you guys are watching. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. For today's video, we're gonna be talking about something that is kind of dark. Now, I don't really talk about controversial stuff on this channel, but nowadays controversial stuff gets views on YouTube, so screw it. Now, as you guys know, the Travis Scott documentary just came out recently. Basically just doing a deep breakdown and diving into the incidents that happened at Astroworld. And before I watched this documentary, I wasn't really too tapped into what happened at Astroworld. Obviously, I knew that people died at the event and that it was a total chaos, but I didn't really realize how crazy it was. In fact, it was late at night and I was driving home with my best friend and he told me about this Travis Scott documentary that he watched. I told him that I heard about it, blah blah blah, but I didn't really watch it. And then he told me to watch it because it's super crazy. So I was like, you know what, whatever. I really got nothing better to do in my life. So I watched it when I got home and needless to say, I was shocked so much. The fact that 10 people died at this event for something that could have easily been prevented is kind of sad. And once again, I'm not really someone who dives into controversy, but this has to be talked about. Let's talk about the organization of the event. So as you guys know, Astroworld was supposed to be a 2-day event that was going to go on from November 5th to 6th. And basically the documentary was talking about how a lot of people were just supposed to be super hyped for this event because of what was happening during the time with COVID shutting everything down. You wouldn't be able to have like any type of concerts or anything like that because of COVID. So with Astroworld coming back in November of 2021 was really great for the city of Houston. We have people coming in from all over the world attending this Astroworld festival. And then obviously the day comes, November 5th, and it just started off crazy. People were literally breaking into the entrances and pushing down the barricades at the event. And literally security over there were outnumbered. Like they couldn't have anything to do about it because of how many people were like breaking in. And because of this, we have people breaking into the event for free. So needless to say, from the jump, this event wasn't gonna go well. Sorry, I just had something stuck in my throat. Now, fast forward from that into Travis Scott's set. Approximately 50,000 people attended the Astroworld Festival. Now, I'm not really sure how many people attended the actual Travis Scott set, but if it's 50,000 people that attended that festival, then damn sure it's a lot of people. And the documentary, it shows like a small little animation of the people coming from the sets of other artists into the Travis Scott set. And the animation shows how the audience was just all crowded up into one spot during Travis's concert, instead of going around and filling up some more space on the other side of the concert, which leads to tragedy. A lot of crowd waves were being formed. A lot of people were being stomped on. People were literally gasping for air. Like it was hard to breathe in there. Like I remember in the documentary, there was this one girl who was like being stomped on and gasping for air. And at that moment, she thought that she was gonna die. But after that, she got saved and then she got grabbed by one of her friends to get out of there. But just thinking about that, just the difficulty of breathing at a concert is insane. Now, I don't want to start like pointing any fingers at anyone, but I'm gonna do that. People who brought the event together, Live Nation, have done like so many different types of events throughout their history. They've done events for Beyonce, Chris Brown, Ken Carson, Katy Perry, and etc, etc. And a lot of people after this were pointing fingers at Live Nation for not being able to get their stuff together. Because like I said earlier in the video, these 10 deaths happening over something that could have easily been prevented is sad. I remember during the documentary, there was a scene where Travis saw someone in the audience who passed out, and he stopped the show just for a little bit to focus on this dude who passed out. But while that was going on the other side of the concert beside him was an entire massacre. People were literally still being jumped, stomped on, ambulances were present, CPR was going on. So there was a lot of stuff going on in this concert that was just a total mess. And because of this, a lot of people decided to point fingers at Travis Scott as well for not stopping the show, especially after this happened.
If that's okay with you real quick. Say to me, let's do it.
Those are W kids right there. Those kids did not care at all. They would literally climb on the stage and tell Travis to stop the show because people were dying in the crowd. And as you guys see in the clip, the cameraman was like super confused. He was like trying his best to ignore them, which I get it. He's trying to do his job because this is a big event going on. But if kids are climbing on stage and saying that people are literally dying in the crowd, I'm stopping whatever I'm doing. Sure, there was a lot going on, but like these are deaths we're talking about, which ended up being 10 people dying. And the crazy part, the youngest that died was literally 9 years old. Think about that. Fast forward, Travis Scott finished his set, and right there you might think, okay, this is all over, everyone's gonna go home now. But no, after that, there was multiple 911 calls to the police. It's honestly like really, really sad, bro. Like throughout the entirety of this documentary, I was just like putting together different types of pieces on how everything that happened at this event could have been prevented. From people breaking down the barricades at the entrance, to the cameraman ignoring those kids when they were saying that the people in the crowd were dying. A lot of stuff from this event could have been prevented, but it wasn't. One of the things that was upsetting in this documentary was when the mother of Rudy actually found out that his son died at this event, and the way that she was just heartbroken the entire time when she was being interviewed. Now, I know this incident happened like 4 years ago, but the reason why I'm talking about it is because of this documentary that just came out. Like, I paid no attention to this documentary as soon as it came out. I saw some clips of it on TikTok, and I was like, this was just like a sad and unfortunate event, bro. This is just so sad. But as soon as my friend told me about it and told me to watch it, and then I sat down and watched the full hour and 20 minute of it, my mind opened up on a lot of things. I feel like this should be a little lesson towards like future events and all the future festivals on being able to bump up their security and have a much more organized event. Because Live Nation, I don't know what they were thinking. They really did not do a good job at situating this event. Like, with the amount of chaos and drama that was going on in the crowd, you would think that they would stop the show immediately. But no, they just kept going. And that ultimately cost the lives of 10 people. Like, I feel like they should have known that if a Travis Scott concert was being put together, they would bump up their security. Like, when you think of Travis Scott, you think of rage. Like, you know 100% he's gonna be raging crazy when he performs. Like, they should have known this from the jump. But 4 years later, knowing more about the situation and now knowing how these things could have been prevented, I feel like future events should be able to learn from this incident, like I said, and apply it into being able to provide a safe environment for these future festivals. One more thing that I actually want to address before I end the video. In the wake of Astroworld, Travis, he delivered an apology on social media. You guys probably seen it, but I'm gonna play it here.
I just want to send out prayers to the ones that was lost last night. We're actually working right now to identify the families so we can help assist them through this tough time. You know, my fans really mean the world to me, and I always just really want to leave them with a positive experience.
And a lot of people thought it was like a direct slap in the face. They don't think that he was speaking genuinely from the bottom of his heart. And overall, some people thought that he should have faced consequences for this. But 4 years later, nobody has faced any consequences for this. It's just a super, super sad and unfortunate event that happened. I'm hoping that something like this does not ever happen again. Wow, that voice cracked. So rest in peace to those 10 people who died that night. Just the next time you guys go out to like a music festival or something like that, just make sure y'all stay safe. Make sure you guys don't split up at the event, because stuff like this can happen. The people that attended this event, some got lost and then they eventually died. So just make sure y'all stay safe together, bro. But without further ado, that is the end of the video, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. If you guys want to see more content from me, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like the video as well. All my social media links and a Bible verse will be down in the description below for you guys to check it out. And without further ado, you guys always know I love y'all. Take it easy. God bless. See y'all. Bye.